back to my channel. Today I am going to show you 3 more meals that you can make from Walmart for $5-ish. My first $5 Walmart dinner is chili bean noodles and cornbread. This first meal cost me $5.49. We have elbow macaroni for 98 cents, hot chili beans for 86 cents, diced tomatoes which was 96 cents, the cornbread $1.12, and for the diced ham that was 98 cents. The first thing I want to do is to get my cornbread started because that is what takes the longest. I have my oven preheating to 425. I am going to spray my baking dish, and then I am going to put this in my oven to warm up, and it'll take about 5 minutes, but you want your baking dish to be hot. While my baking dish is getting hot in the oven, I'm going to mix my cornbread. I bought this brand because all you had to do was add milk or water, and Jiffy is cheaper, but you have to add egg and milk. This is a better cost-efficient way. You only have to add water. So I'm going to put my mix into my bowl, 3/4 cup water, and I'm just going to mix this until it's smooth. Now that is mixed well and the mixture is smooth, I'm going to set this aside and wait until my baking dish is hot. Now that my cornbread is in the oven, I am going to take a large pot of water and turn it on. I want to bring this to a boil. My water is at a good rolling boil, and I will add some salt to the water. You want to give your water a stir and pour your elbow macaroni into the pot of the boiling water. Give that another stir. You want to cook this for about 8 minutes. You will want to stir your macaroni once in a while just so it does not stick to the bottom of your pot. My noodles have been cooking for about 10 minutes and they are at my desired tenderness. I'm going to drain my noodles and then start my chili. To start my chili, I want to get a large skillet and turn it onto medium heat, and you do want to put just a little bit of oil in your pan. My pan is hot and I am going to add my diced ham into my pan. I did drain my ham. I just want to saute this for maybe a minute or two just to get some brown on the outsides of the ham. That will make your dish have a little bit more taste. Now that my ham is golden and crispy, I am going to add my chili beans into my pan. You do not want to drain those. I am also going to add my diced tomatoes. Now my diced tomatoes have green peppers, celery, and onions in them. Keep in mind when you're trying to do a budget meal, get ingredients that have seasoning in it just to give a little bit more taste and spice to your dish. Now I'm going to mix this up, stir it. I am going to use a couple of my basic spices. I am going to use some onion powder, some chili powder, And I'm going to stir this up. I'm going to let this simmer for a couple of minutes. My chili sauce has been simmering for a couple of minutes. I am going to put my cooked elbow macaroni into my pan. I'm going to give that a good stir. Now that I have mixed my noodles in with my beans, my ham and tomatoes, I am just going to stir this and let it heat up together, just so all the ingredients and taste will marry together and become one dish. My second $5 Walmart budget meal is a shepherd's pie inspired dinner. For my shepherd's pie inspired dish, this cost me $5.23. The potatoes were 98 cents. The mixed vegetables was 98 cents. The can of biscuits was 97 cents. The gravy was 32 cents, and the ground turkey was $1.98. To start my dish, I want to get a large skillet and put it on my stove. Turn it on to medium heat. And I want to ground up my turkey into small bits. While my turkey is cooking, I am going to put my mixed vegetables into the microwave for 6 minutes to cook. I am also going to put 2 cups of water on my back eye to bring to a boil for my potatoes. My vegetables are finished cooking in the microwave, and I want to add them with the meat and give this a good stir. I have a cup and a half of water. I am going to mix my gravy into the water, and I'm going to whisk this until all the clumps are disappeared. My gravy has no clumps in it, so I'm going to pour it into my meat and vegetable mixture. And I just want to simmer this until the gravy thickens up. My gravy has thickened up nicely. I want to turn the heat off of my meat mixture and set it aside. My water came to a boil. I took it off the heat, and I'm going to put my pouch of potato flakes in my boiling water and just mix it until it thickens up. Now that I have my meat mixture and my potatoes done, it is time to put this dinner together. You'll want to put your meat mixture down first into a baking dish. Spread that evenly around the bottom of the baking dish. Now you want to put your mashed potatoes on top of the meat mixture. Just spread it out evenly across the top. Now that I have my potatoes smoothed out nicely, you want to open up your biscuits. and lay them on top of your mashed potatoes. Try to put your biscuits evenly on top of your mashed potatoes. Now that I have my biscuits on top of my dish, I want to put this in a 375-degree oven for 10 to 15 minutes. My third $5 Walmart budget meal is bacon broccoli alfredo. For my bacon broccoli alfredo, I got the alfredo sauce for $1.82, the spaghetti noodles for 98 cents, the bacon bits for $1.98, and the broccoli for 94 cents, bringing this dish to $5.72. The first thing I'm going to do is put a big pot of water on the stove to boil. While my water is coming to a boil, I am going to put my broccoli into the microwave and heat it up for 6 minutes. My water has now come to a boil. I am going to put some salt into the boiling water, and I'm going to drop my fettuccine into the salted boiling water. You can use cooking oil if you want, but I just have some of this bacon grease, and that's why I'm using it. My grease is melted. I am going to put my whole pack of my bacon pieces in my skillet, and I'm just going to saute this for a couple minutes just to warm the bacon through. My bacon has been sauteing for about 1.5 minutes. I'm going to take my cooked broccoli and put in with the bacon, and I'm going to stir this well and saute this for another couple of minutes. I am just going to season my broccoli and bacon with a little onion powder. I'm going to give that a good stir, and I'm going to continue sauteing this for about 1 minute. Now I'm going to put my alfredo sauce into my skillet. When you are cooking on a budget, make sure that any sauce you buy has some other ingredients in it, just so your dish will have more taste. I'm going to put this into my skillet. I'm also going to add I filled this halfway with water and then shook it, and I'm going to add that into my skillet also, and I'm going to stir this up. I'm going to put a little bit oregano in my sauce. If you are cooking on a budget, using seasonings will help your dishes out. I'm going to use a little cilantro leaves. I'm also putting in some parsley. Now give this a good stir. And you want to simmer this for about 5 minutes. Also put in some black pepper. This is to taste, depending on how much you like. At this point, you want your stove to be on medium-low, and you will need to stir this every once in a while. Any sauce that is cream-based will burn easy, so you need to stir this around periodically. My sauce has been cooking for about 5 minutes. I am going to put my noodles into my sauce. I'm going to mix this well. I hope these 3 meals have showed you that you don't have to break the bank to feed your family. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so I can do future videos for this for y'all. And don't forget to share this with your friends so your friend can also see how to cook on a budget. Thank you.